Oh man, we live, baby. We live. We lit, baby. We lit. Jeez. Hey, listen, family tree, just letting you guys know. Yeah, we're live here on Titans TV with our debate series that's going on, getting my Christians and Muslims involved in the debates. I see people out there just like fiending for the debate. So I'm here to provide the debates. Apologies. I know usually I start the shows a little bit earlier than this, but I had to sleep, I had to get that beauty sleep nicely. Hopefully the skin is clearing up, everything's looking sweet. Yeah, all right, cool. So, anyways, yeah, today's show is Trinity and Tawhid. Okay, so this is a perfect opportunity to get those of you guys who are Christians, Trinitarian Christians, to come on and defend the concept of the Trinity. And this is a perfect opportunity as well for my Muslims to come on and defend the concept of Tawhid. I can't wait because I haven't heard these like Salafist debates of Uliya and Rububiyyah and all of the, different Ibn Taymiyyah stuff, right? That's going to be interesting. But that's just one school of thought. So I would love to hear the different schools of thought on this particular topic. We got the Atharis, we've got the Maturidis, you got the Asharis, you got so many different groups of Muslims that have different theological outlook. And I think most Muslims don't even know this, like lay Muslims obviously won't know this, but those who are the students of knowledge, y'all know this. So it's a perfect opportunity to actually come on and have this conversation. I am not trying to get involved, not one bit. I literally want to put on the show for you guys. Okay. The link has been sent out. Put on the show for you guys. You guys come on and debate amongst yourselves. Okay. That's all I want to do. I'm trying to relax and just be cool and be chilled. Okay. So I need you guys to make sure that you hit up the like button. Let everybody know right now that we're live on Titans TV. Man like Isa, I see you. Man like Prima, I see you. Yeah, you man on Organized Truth, I see you guys. Yeah, you're there on other channels. We're there in the comment section talking away. I see you guys. You don't want the shows to come on? Here are the shows. Come on the channel. Invite your people. Come on and have this discussion. Otherwise, bro, I'm easy. I'm trying to go back, have some food, and sleep a little bit more. Like work is working me right now. Yeah. All right. So, family, let's see. Let's get into this. Trinity versus Tawhid. Okay. So this is a perfect opportunity. Trinity versus Tawhid. Okay. So do you know what? Yeah, because for me, it's a perfect opportunity as well. Yeah, for Christians to actually ask to ask Muslims, what is their concept of Tawhid? Because we all know that, yeah, we worship one God. We worship one God. And obviously Muslims, like Christians, yeah, they'll say the same thing. But because they have like an extra step, which is called the Trinity, there is an extra level of extra level of complexity. It's like, no, this must be false, right? Because there's more to explain, or it's easier to catch out somebody when they have more to explain. Because just to say God is one, okay, that's just one step. But what do you mean by that oneness? That's where it gets a bit political, okay? And it's a perfect opportunity for you, Christians, to learn Muslim arguments. And I don't know if Muslims have arguments, they just simply say, Kul hu Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, and so forth. So that's their go-to. But what does that actually mean? Let's get into that. That's what I really want to know for today's show. And then the Trinity as well. Okay. I would love for the Trinity to be explained in the most simple manner possible. I'm hearing a lot of Christians explain the Trinity, and I'm like, yeah, you've lost me. You've absolutely lost me. 100% lost me. So we have a difficulty on the Christian side of actually articulating what they mean, in my view of all of this. Empress Sakina's up in the building. Assalamu alaikum. Then we got Born Eternal Lord Allah. Peace and righteousness and positive people. Salute. And then you got K Media. What do you believe? Okay. All right. I'm gonna give this answer. It's against my religion to have a belief. That's my answer. It's against my religion to have a belief. 100%. Okay. The starting point of my religion or my system or my philosophy or my way of thinking or my worldview. It's called knowledge. Man, know thyself, know the truth. Okay, simple, 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 simple. My worldview, pass this worldview on to every single school of thought, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim. Okay, it doesn't tell you to believe in your gods, it tells you to know your gods. Okay, that is the starting point of everything. And that's what we do here on Titans TV. It's not about your belief, couldn't care about your belief. It's what can you prove? You know, everybody here, wants to tell me about their testimonies and their shahadas. And I'm like, you do realize the speech that you're using, the language that you're using is legal speech, meaning it belongs in a courtroom to testify on something, to give a testimony on something. So, for example, me, I am the judge. My audience members, you guys are the sugar. What's it called? The jury. You guys are the jury right now. And then we have the defendant coming up and the prosecutor coming up, right? And everybody's giving their testimonies. And it's for us to, sift through, the lies, sift through the accounts to come up with what is the truth. Okay. So this is a completely fair, unbiased platform for you guys to present information. If it's truthful, we're going to take it. Okay. I don't think any of us should have a problem with identifying. Actually, no, we might have a problem with identifying because some of us haven't learned logic. Because in order to identify the truth, one must actually learn the trivium. I'll drop that on to you. You must understand grammar, logic, and rhetoric. If you're missing any of those three, it gets a bit difficult. It gets difficult to actually understand when somebody's telling you the truth, to be honest with you. So identification, hopefully we're here to kind of stimulate your brains and teach you how to be critical thinkers. But once we hear the truth, we have no problems with accepting the truth. Okay. I'm hoping that's what the family members are like, because I hear the truth coming out of, atheists' mouth, Muslims' mouth, and, everybody else's mouth. And I'm like, oh, cool, I can dig it. I like that. I was on a Quranic Muslim channel right earlier on, and the way he was going on and conducted himself, I was like, yo, that's the truth. That right there is how you conduct yourself. And I would love to have this person on my show because that's the level of, I don't know, humanity we need to see in the world, And I was like, cool. I can go onto a Christian channel. Like I'm really loving going on to certain Christian channels because I'm like, oh, I hear the truth. I hear the truth. It's not to say that each one of these channels have, doesn't have a mixture of falsehood in there. But when you hear the truth, you can perceive it and be like, yeah, I can accept that. That there is the truth, 100%. All right, cool. The Trinity. Let's read your comments. So I'm reading your comments. Let's highlight it on here. The Trinity God came down, took human form, and sacrificed himself to serve a blood magic loophole for the rules he created. Oh my God. Jesus, Christians, you don't need to come on. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep on reading. If you mind their belief and don't mind, then we can also say we don't need to prove to. It's just a belief. No, we have to prove. If they say this is my belief, I don't expect anything. I don't expect any proof. If it's your belief, cool. We've acknowledged the fact that you don't know something and it's just a belief and it has no weight. It doesn't hold any currency. But if you say I'm making a claim and it's meant to be a truth claim, for example, my God did this, or my messenger did that, or my Christ did this. Okay, cool. That's a truth claim. Let us see if we can prove that, or can we falsify it? Like that's where we should be at right now. All right, let me keep on reading through. K-Media, that's how the burden of proof works, friend. Cool. Yeah, that's right. What's good, bro? Hope you're well. Jeez, lamp on the hilltop. What's good, King? Yeah, man, I'm nice. So, truth be told, I'm going to do about another 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. I can freestyle for 10, 15 minutes. Then afterwards, I'm going to have some food, and then I'm going to close down the stream if no one's jumping on. It's that simple. But, anyways, I've actually been enjoying, yeah, I've been enjoying creating the historical content pertaining to Arabia and Ethiopia. I've been enjoying that. I've been utterly like, oh my god. Actually, can I speak for a minute? Because we don't have any people on right now. So can I just talk about me? Yeah, let's talk about me. I'll jump on the whole Trinity and Tawhid in a little bit. But yeah, I was enjoying that. I really was. And I was actually, you know what? I was reading French today. Imagine I was having to read some French books. I was having some French books. I was reading it. You know, my early morning read. I'm there reading. Cool. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've actually got a newfound love for the Quran. I think it might be the truth, you know. I think it might be the truth still. Hey, I was enjoying the stuff that I found. It literally opened up a new level, a new layer that I never had before. And the sources that it was pulling from is books that I've read before. And sometimes you have to keep on rereading books and keep going to footnotes to fully grasp a concept. Ah, yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm actually going to say, yeah, I am 99.9% sure that this Quran, at least the content, the majority of the content in the Quran came from Christians. I definitely believe that. Okay. Again, that's a belief. Yeah. I'm not trying to prove it right now. It's just a belief. I 100%, 99%, sorry, believe that. What I read, I said, yeah, 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 100%. And you know what? Yeah. When I say these things, and that's why when I say these things, I'm like, you do realize, yeah, why, when Muslims get mad at it, like, oh, why are you calling da 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 da? I'm like, you do realize that Muslim scholars actually had debates about what religion did their prophet Muhammad follow? Like, what religion was it? What religion? Before he became, he got the truth, whatever the case is, or got whatever, they all had this argumentation or conversation of, putting forward beliefs. No, he was a Christian. No, he was a Jew. No, he was this. So it's like, why would you be upset if your prophet was actually a Christian? It doesn't make any sense to me because your scholars didn't have a problem with it. Hmm, hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, and I'm toggling with the idea as well. Yeah, real quickly, I'm toggling with the idea that I'm toggling with the idea that hmm, the Quran may have multiple authors. Toggling with the idea. I'm toggling with the idea that what's the idea that I'm toggling with? I'm toggling with the idea that I'm not talking about the Prophet of Islam now. I'm talking about another prophet called Muhammad, who was a Christian, right? I'm toggling with that, thinking, hmm, I wonder, was it this Muhammad's Quran that we're getting confused about? Because I can prove this Muhammad existed. I can prove this Muhammad had, you know, was carrying out certain instructions based upon the new, the new religion of Arabia, this new version of Christianity in Arabia. But the traditional version of the Islamic Prophet Muhammad, I can't get no, I can't really prove that. But the other one I can. I think I'm ready to take my shahada, I think I'm ready to take my shahada on a Christian Prophet Muhammad. I'm willing to bear witness that there was a Christian Prophet Muhammad that quite possibly gave us the Quran. Jeez. Hey, that's a next level, Hey, don't mind me, don't mind me. Another Christian sect. Yeah. Like another Christian sect. Yeah. Yeah. But oh, is it I don't know. I don't know. Do we call it a sect? Well, there's loads of sects, but what do we mean when we say another Christian sect? Because technically speaking, every Christian cult or every Christianity out there is a sect of Christianity, right? Technically speaking. So, what do we really mean by that? Because it's like we're giving it a diminishing, we're being diminutive about it. But what do we really mean? Both are false. Next subject. Mm, no, I don't think both are false. I think both can be true in their own context. In their own context, they can be true. For those of us outside of that cultural context, like it has no bearing on us. You know what I mean? Like it has no bearing on us. I keep saying it, like when it comes to this whole Christian teachings and Jewish teachings, I'm like, cool. You do realize that for me, Kalam, I'm not part of your covenant of that Jewish. Like it's like you have to take on that Jewish book to be part of the covenant. And once you take on that Jewish book, that means you've taken on Moses, you've taken on the law of Moses, you've taken on sin, you've taken on that concept because you're from Adam now. I'm like, okay, who told you I'm from Adam? Who told you that I've taken on this concept of the law? Who tells you I sin? I don't sin. I keep saying it, so I don't need forgiveness for my sins because I don't sin, because I've not taken on the law to be a sinner. So it's like this stuff doesn't apply to me. All of it doesn't apply to me. Maybe it's my ego that makes me think I'm above and beyond it, but why? Why would I need to follow this stuff? I need somebody to convince me. I don't have no problem because I can see the truth within it, within inside of its cultural context. I just keep saying, within inside of the cultural context of Jesus, Lord have mercy. If you're a believer, that there has power, 100%. I'll testify to that. That has power. But you can go into other cultures and, their stuff has power in that cultural context. So it's like, hmm, hmm. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I think my food is ready. So if nobody hasn't come on, I can keep it moving. Let me pin the StreamYard link. Can I pin it? I don't know. I don't know. Imagine, what did I just do? Imagine I'm trying to pin the link and I've just done a madness. Anyways, cool. Let me put a StreamYard. Is it if it's belief, then you need to prove it. Yeah, slightly different from next one. You are cooking. You already blew my mind with Islam being based on Ethiopian Christianity. Jeez, I love that. If you can get that, it's the belief of Ibrahim, so it's fine. You have to debate your claim with a prominent Muslim speaker. I don't even know if it's the belief of Ibrahim. Again, like, because, all right, so my realm, I deal with proof. Okay. When you say it's the realm, it's the belief of Ibrahim. Oh, no, maybe you have to believe in Ibrahim because you got to prove Ibrahim. Like on this platform, you have to prove things. So, Ibrahim, you now have to prove that was an actual person that existed. I don't think anybody can do that. Nobody can do that. Okay. So, all of this stuff is based on belief. But when we get into that factual world, that real world, like that world that the atheists live in, like you ain't got nothing. Um, family tree. Family tree. If there's any questions, do you have any questions or any comments that you would like me to read out or answer? I'm here for the next 5 minutes to answer any of your questions. Let me know. Do, 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 do. I am here. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. So we had 3 shows, right? Let me see. I've been dropping some shows, we've had Abraha's Quran, Ethiopia, King of Arabia, Ethiopian King of Muhammad and the Arabs. That was yesterday. That was sick. Okay. That was sick. Abraha's Quran, that was another big boy show. Then Muhammad, Christian prophet, what's this say here? Prophet Muhammad, the greatest leader of, let's see, Prophet Muhammad, the greatest leader of Ethiopian Arabia. That one there, hmm, Hopefully, I'll drop it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to have time, but hopefully, I can drop that tomorrow. That would be hard. Um, how Muhammad makes sense, bro? Muhammad makes sense. Again, I'm not talking about the religion of Islam. Let's leave that to a side. Okay, let's leave all of that stuff to a side. I'm talking about the Quran and the Muhammads. That makes sense to me. What's Kemites? Okay, how can I be saved in Islam? Is there anything specific about that? Again, yeah. Hmm. No, I'll answer that afterwards. What's Kemites? Kemites are Chemetians. Kemites. Kemites, in its modern context, is those people in modern days that hold on to either the spiritual, philosophical, historical, cultural, um, yeah, all of those things of ancient Egypt. They pull on it in one way or another. Some people pull on ancient Egyptian spirituality. People like me pull on the ancient Egyptian philosophy, history, culture to shape their worldview. And those people, I would say, would be considered to be Kemites in the modern context. The word Kemite or Kem is coming from the ancient Egyptian word Kemet, which is the land of the blacks or the black land or whatever the case is. Um, yeah, that's just where that word comes from. That's where you get the word alchemy from. Alchemy, which is the Arabic version of saying the the Kemites, or the land of Kem, the land of the blacks. So those people who take from that, that's who you called Kemites. And when I think about it, if I was to say, have I taken a covenant? Most probably, I think my covenant would be with Kemetic philosophy. Yeah, that's where I pull from. That's where I get my source of inspiration and a lot of other stuff. So technically speaking, I'm an ancient Egyptian philosopher, aren't I? In a modern context. That's what I am. Hmm, that's interesting. And I see, do you know what? Yeah, what's very interesting about that as well. Yeah, is the fact that me taking and pulling from ancient Egypt as a philosophical school, metaphysical school. I belong to various different schools, right? It helps me to do this show because if you look at the pharaohs, do you know how many cults there were in ancient Egypt itself? But he was the high priest, the pharaoh was the high priest of every single one of those cults. He was expected to visit every single one of those cult centers in his 42 nomes and to be the high priest and to, interact with them and know their culture, know their, priestly practices and actually do the rituals in there. And I like that. I love that because I can literally, let's just say all of one of you guys who are religious, your cults of, Islam. I can go into your Islamic schools, whether it's a Husseini mosque, whether it's, the normal Salafi, normal Sunni mosques. I could do Salat with you all day long. I can go into a Christian church and do, praise and worship with you all day long. I can go into a Jewish synagogue and, do all of the baraka, the baruch, the prayers, the blessings with you guys. This is not even a problem. I don't even find it problematic, you know? I don't find it problematic at all. But that's from like a Kemetic worldview. Like we can oversee and we don't have that problem. So when I read, it's like something that's just part of Africans, full stop. Because when I read about, the kings in Timbuktu, they were like, yeah, no problem. We're not Muslims, but we'll build you guys mosques inside of our palace. So whenever you come over to do your, being merchants, so you got mosques there for you to go and pray. Like we don't have that problem. But try to do that in other countries. Try for it to be in Rome near the Vatican. Yeah, cool. Let's build a a synagogue for you. It will never happen. Let's go to Mecca or whatever. Let's build you a Christian church right next to us. It would never happen. But that African mind is like, yeah, bro, we come on in, man. Come on in. It's cool. Like we are secure in ourselves. We know where we are. We understand the philosophy of religion and God and so forth. So it's not even a problem. But religion, on the other hand, nah, it's an imperialistic ideology. But anyways, I'm talking too much. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Man, like Muslim apologist, what's good? Are you willing to come and defend the Tawhid and attack the Trinity? Let me know. The link has been shared. You can come in anytime you want. I made the word Muhammad. Okay. How, no, okay, makes sense. Okay, cool. Both are false. It's based on faith. Faith is the excuse for believing something without a good reason. If you have a good reason, you give the good reason. You don't appeal to faith. What did the Umayyad practice as a religion? It looks like they could have practiced Christianity. You know, the early ones. It looks like it. It looks like it. I've had a DNA test. That's to me. Respected manners, people. How can you prove that Pharaoh did exist? Hey, I love that. There is multiple pharaohs. We can literally go see their monuments, read their monuments, go to their tombs, see their we can. There's so much. There's so much literature that's written about them. There's so many letters that you can see between different how can I put it states. For example, you can see the corresponding letters and so forth. There's so much. Ancient Egypt is so it's powerful. It's powerful. It actually is. Because unlike most religions, for example, let's just say you have a holy text. It's written on paper. Cool. It can get corrupted, whatever the case is. I don't know. You lot make these claims. These books have been corrupted, blah, blah, blah. You know what? We've got in ancient Egypt 6,000 years old, 5,000 plus years old. Stuff etched into the walls, into the hard back walls. Yeah. Like stone. The monuments are made out of stone. Their literature. If someone was to change it, you could see when they're dug something in to change. There's no messing about. It's literally the eternal tablets. So it's beautiful. Just to know that we have something that's so pure as that. It's beautiful. It's actually absolutely beautiful. But yeah, again, it's not a religion, and I'm not religious, so I'm not telling anybody to follow Kemet. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not telling you. It's only for me to do. Mel from Islamic origins explained the Quran as a lectionary and was used by a group of Christians in Arabia. There is a video of Angelica Newworth on here talking about Nicene Creed being found in it. Ooh, is it? That'll be interesting. I'll love to see that. The Nicene Creed being found in the Quran. No, impossible. Impossible. Nicene Creed isn't found in the Quran. Not at all. But if you can show me, that'd be interesting to see. But yeah, no, the Quran is not a lectionary like that. Let's see. Kimi did historical record independently verified as a historical record. Yeah, it's very interesting. She talks about the Creed, late antique Quran. Ooh, okay, that's what it's called. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Is that what it's called? Literally, yeah. I'm gonna watch that. Angelica Newworth. I like her actually. I think she's more part of the traditionalist school of thought, if I remember correctly. I've got a few of her big textbooks that she oversees. It's quite good. Okay. Okay, cool. That's in the Quran. I think where it's in the Quran. Interesting. Cool. So nobody wants to come on and debate the Trinity or Tawhid. I gave you guys the opportunity. I spent a whole half an hour on here filibustering. It's crazy, when it comes to actually debating your stuff. I think it's easier to say, oh, let's just put up a Muslim topic and let's just debate the Muslims, or let's put up a Christian topic and let's debate the Christians. But when it's time to defend your faith, nobody wants to come in and do that. Anyways, this is the last one. I've got 30 seconds. As soon as that time goes, I'm going to eat my food. I'm going to watch something on TV. I'm going to relax, and I'm going to bed because I've got loads of work to do. I tried for you guys. I woke up out of my slumber to put on a show for you guys, but none of you guys want to come on. Anyways, the link is there. I'm going off stream. But if you guys would like to come on and just talk with the rest of the members that I know is going to trickle in after the show's finished, come on in. The link is there. But right now, signing out. I'm going to go and eat some food, baby. Love.